Hello everyone, and thank you so much for tuning into Canada and beyond. If you are new to this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. And if you are already a subscriber, thank you so much for tuning in. In today's video, we are going to be talking about top 5 mistakes that newcomers make when they first come to Canada. Obviously, some of these mistakes we have also made when we first landed in Canada, but we want to make this video just to give you guys a heads up so that you don't make these mistakes. So for great information, make sure to stick to this video all the way until the end, because in this video we are going to give you tons and tons of information. So with that being said, let's begin. As you guys all know that moving to Canada is a dream of a lot of people. It comes with great new opportunities, better quality of life, safety, and it definitely all sounds amazing. But here's the truth. Landing in Canada is just the first step. What happened next? That's where most people start hitting roadblocks. Whether you are coming as a student, a worker, or through PR, today I'm sharing the top 5 mistakes newcomers make in Canada. And like I mentioned before, these are based on our personal experience, real stories from friends and family, and things honestly I wish someone had told me before I moved here. Because avoiding these mistakes can literally make or break your Canadian journey. So mistake number 1 is not building a good credit score early. That means not starting it early. When you first land in Canada, there is something no one really explained clearly, which is your credit score. And trust me guys, credit score is everything. You can have money in your bank account, a good job, and still be declined for basic things like renting an apartment, getting a phone plan, or leasing a car, just because you don't have a good credit history. In Canada, your credit score built over time. It's based on things like paying your bills, using credit responsibly, and keeping your credit card balances low. The mistake a lot of people make is waiting too long to start that process. Some newcomers avoid getting credit card because they are scared of debt. But the truth is, the longer you wait, the longer it takes to build that history. What you should do is apply for a secure credit card as soon as you arrive in Canada. Even if it's just a $300 limit, start using it for small purchase and pay it off in full each month. That shows you are responsible and it helps your score grow faster. You don't need to spend more, just be consistent with it. Now mistake number 2 is underestimating the cost of living. Whenever you hear that the average salary in Canada like $50,000 or more, it sounds great, especially if you are converting it to your own home currency. But once you start living here, reality hits fast. That money doesn't stretch as far as you think. Your biggest shock is rent. In cities like Toronto or Vancouver, a one-bedroom apartment can easily cost more than $2,000. Add groceries to that, your transit, your phone bill, internet, and you quickly see your paycheck disappear. The mistake people make is thinking they can afford a better lifestyle right away. Eating out, buying new furniture, getting a new car, all of that adds up pretty fast. Especially if you are still looking to find a job. The better move is to create a realistic monthly budget from the start. There are apps that can help you with this. Or you can just use a simple spreadsheet, focus on needs over want, especially in your first year. This doesn't mean you can't enjoy life here, but it's about setting a solid financial foundation. Also, be prepared for hidden costs, things like sales tax, tipping at the restaurant, or even paying for garbage bags in some places. These little expenses can surprise you if you are not used to them. Now mistake number 3, not understanding the job market. Many newcomers struggle here finding the job, especially when they do not have a good resume. So finding the work in Canada can be harder than expected. Even if you have years of experience or advanced degree, it might not translate the same way here as your home country. The mistakes many newcomers make is sending out the same resume to every job posting, and then getting discouraged when there are no responses. Canadian employers expect your resume to be tailored for each role. It's not about volume, it's about quality. Networking is also a huge part of job hunting here. I know that word can feel intimidated, especially if you are introvert or new to the culture, but most jobs in Canada are filled through connections. It's just how the system works. So take the time to learn how to write Canadian style resume. Highlight your accomplishments, not just responsibilities. Practice writing a short cover letter that explains why you are a great fit for that specific role. And also use LinkedIn seriously. It's one of the best tools here. Reach out to people in your field, attend virtual or in-person events, and ask for feedback on your job search strategies. You are not starting over, but you might need to adapt, and that's okay. Now, mistake number 4 here is assuming healthcare is free right away. One of the things Canada is known for is universal healthcare. And yes, it is great, but it's not immediate for everyone. Some provinces have a waiting period, which means when you first arrive, you might not be covered for up to 3 months. If you get sick or injured during that time, you're responsible for your full cost, and that can get expensive very quickly. Many people skip getting private insurance for that gap because they assume nothing will happen. But one emergency room visit or small surgery can cost thousands of dollars. The smart move here is to get short-term private health insurance to cover you during that waiting period. It's usually affordable and gives you peace of mind. Once your health card arrives, you are covered for most basic medical services. But it's also worth noting that dental, vision, and prescription drugs often aren't included in public coverage. You may want to look into extended health insurance through work or buy a separate plan. Knowing what's covered and what's not can save you from financial stress. Now, if you are lucky enough and you land a job with a good company, a good corporate company, they will definitely provide you with the health insurance. And some of them also include the dental coverage as well, which at least covered the basic dental coverage like cleaning every 6 months or even small dental surgeries. But if you not land a job with the good corporate, you may end up paying for your separate dental insurance, and we recommend having that dental insurance because you do not know when the dental emergency can arrive. So you ought to be prepared for that. So number 5 mistake here is isolating yourself and not asking for help. This one is the most common one and may be the hardest to admit. When you are new to a completely different country, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. There's a lot to figure out: housing, job, paperwork, culture, and sometimes people feel like they have to do everything on their own. They don't want to ask for help, either because they are too proud or they just don't know where to go. But Canada has so many resources for newcomers: free programs, workshops, job interviews, job services, mental health support, language classes, you name it. The problem is most people never use them. And the reality is no one gets through this alone, and you don't have to. Even if you are not struggling, just connecting with others, whether it's through a community center or language group or volunteering, can make a huge difference. You start building a support network, you learn things faster, you feel less alone, and that's the biggest part of successfully settling here in Canada. If you made it to the end, thank you for watching. These mistakes are super common, but the good news is that they are all avoidable. The first year in Canada is usually the hardest, but with the right mindset and support, it really does get better. Let me know in the comment down below what your biggest challenge has been so far, or if you have any advice for other newcomers watching this video. And if this video helped you, please give it a like, subscribe for more Canada content, and share it with someone who is planning to move here soon. Thank you so much for watching all the way until the end. This is it for today, and we will see you in the next video.